welcome everybody. Hey.
Hey everyone. I see some
Hello,
emojis
hello,
out
hello.
there.
Yay.
Hello. There we go.
Hi, lady.
Hey, welcome to this week's news and updates, where we're going to show you all the news and updates happening in AltSpace VR. I'm your co-host JW, and we have
Done. Hello.
It's going to be a fun day, I can tell already. All right, and I'm the other co-host. I am Laurel, and Mark is moving to the position of producer as we move forward with the news and updates from AltSpace. And we're going to have a great deal of fun today. As you can tell, we're already off to a great, crazy start. So it's transition time. So let's get started with some AltSpace news.
The Winter
John,
Campfire
yep.
has opened. Oh, I'm already talking. Yeah.
Yes.
The Winter Campfire has opened. God damn it. The Winter Campfire has opened up and has replaced the traditional autumn campfire, complete with snowballs if you feel like a good snowball fight. It's been so popular anytime there's been 3 mirrored spaces to accommodate all the community members so eager to play with virtual snow, and not just the freezing cold snow outside their doors.
We have, besides this great snowball fights, we have an amazing volunteer team that is working overtime to help moderate and host activities and present events. You can join us and find out what all the fun is about on our volunteer Discord channel. You can see us after the news for more details, because we're all volunteers here helping everybody out, building up our community. And in our AltSpace VR volunteer meetups, and we have one coming up tomorrow on Sunday, along with all the volunteer opportunities and event hosting. If you are interested in learning more about how to stream and how to video events and activities here in AltSpace, Andy's hosting a VR photo workshop series to help you use video and photography in AltSpace. The next event is on Wednesday.
All right, well, that sounds great. Community leaders are often asked what it takes to become a community leader, and while AltSpace is working on the final draft of those qualifications, right now they do include meeting 3 of the 5 qualifications with a recommendation by an AltSpace staff member. Those are the folks with the gold badges. So the requirements at this point in time are you need to host a minimum of 3 events, moderate a minimum of 3 events, build a World or SDK app and share it with the AltSpace VR community, be recognized as a leader by the community staff, those admins in the campfire, or been in AltSpace for about a year. Now, it takes more than this to get up and get your green badge, but it means you will be recognized as a helpful person in the community and be ready to step in and help and answer questions. You are expected to help moderate, host, and present events, teach new people to fly, and coach others on the rules and guidelines and community standards in AltSpace. So you want to help with the AltSpace VR 101s, attend volunteer meetups, and just be helpful altogether. The green badge is not part of a gaming achievement, nor does it give you any special powers or make you any better than anyone else. You're just an experienced user of the community, a volunteer in the community, and ready to help others. It's not an exclusive club. Anybody's welcome to join if you meet those qualifications. But this is our community, and we make it our community if you're interested in taking more of an active part in the community, like becoming a block watcher, a safe haven provider, a member of the PTA, or a city council member. And you're dedicated to help and build and maintain this community and involve our AltSpace worlds. Then come and join our volunteer team and give back to this free social community in VR.
Okay. So, interested in presenting events in AltSpace? Check out the weekly How to Create an Event on Tuesday with SmithTech. For those who host and present events in AltSpace, rejoice as a couple weeks ago, a long-requested ability to mute everyone in an event except for presenters was added via the settings. This is available to presenters and moderators. This has been so helpful to improve the quality of events. Thank you, Dev Team.
Yay! I love that new feature. It's been brilliant. We're using it here. We also have, if you've been confused about raising the hand, getting that hand put up, as we do, or the Ask a Question button, so is everybody else. This has been just incredibly painful here. So they have now fixed that. And when somebody raises their emoji hand or clicks on the Ask a Question button, their action will be added to the Ask a Question list that presenters have access to. So we're really thrilled about that part. Makes it easier to mute people, easier to ask questions. There's no more confusion on there. Also note that we have a request out so that when people are presenting and we don't have to, when we mark them as on air, they will then be automatically unmuted and their megaphone will be turned on instead of us having to repeat that all the time over and over again. So the devs are working on that, and hopefully that will be coming in the future. Just know that our feedback is being heard, and we're all working together to improve our AltSpace experience, and make sure you give them that feedback because they are listening and things are happening.
All right, so the world building and SDK news. Kaylin is presenting events for world builders more often, so you need to check out the Tuesday world building events in AltSpace and come and learn how to build and get hands-on experience with expert world builders from beginners to intermediate levels. An intermediate to advanced level workshop is on the way, so stay tuned for more on that. Now, there are new items in the Space Editor and World Building Kit available to those who have chosen to participate in the Early Access program in AltSpace. Created by and donated by the AltSpace World Building volunteers and staff, you can now recreate the sci-fi fiction worlds of Star Wars and Terminator with the new sci-fi kits. We have nature kits with trees and plants blowing in the wind, snow-capped mountains, beautiful waterfalls and streams, butterflies, rain, snow, and leaves blowing, and much, much more. The first part of that kit, the nature plants, is in your world editor. So expect to see more of that soon. And big thanks to Jimmy for all his hard work in making that happen for us. One of our expert world builders in AltSpace, Tommy, has been experimenting with a wide variety of world building techniques, and he's donated 2 helpful kits to our collection. One with the odds and ends of long requested features such as window glass, floors, and soon to be stairs, and another with pipes for plumbing and tunnels. You can do the same. So if you have experience with Blender, Unity, Paint 3D, any other 3D modeling programs, you want to contact the World Building Volunteer team on Discord to add your models and directly to the World Editor so that others may play around with them and, without any programming experience. Don, you can read my part. I'm sorry I read yours.
But I didn't practice reading that one, and I said
You'll be good. You'll be fine.
continue.
I was like, why did that color change?
I love it.
You keep reading.
All right, go on, Jay.
All right, the new worlds created with the Unity and the new SDK are popping up all over the place, so we can barely keep up, along with the script. AltSpace has added new ways to view and access these worlds through the AltVR website, and you can view the featured popular and top visited worlds there. You may now favorite your worlds to add to your favorite list. A new search feature has also been added, so expect to see some of these features added to the in-world UI soon. You may also comment on a new world. Worlds listed on the website now feature comments allowing users to praise the world and provide feedback and contact the world builders, which is really a great feature to go on there and
It
see.
is. Say nice things. Say
nice things. Constructive feedback, things like that. World builders, did you know that you can set your world space to be unlisted? Well, this is a little different from private, which we'll recommend, but while you're building your world or hosting inappropriate content, under world you want to edit and go checking the box for unlisted. It means that your world will not appear anywhere on the list, but it is still public. This is ideal for universes with multiple world spaces, such as the multi-world mazes or the puzzle worlds, like DJ Vortex's Zork and Bart's video game history, which is pretty awesome. The home world is featured, but the other worlds, or subworlds, if you will, aren't listed. So this provides a gateway to the experience. And back to you, Don.
Yay! Okay. You can learn more about world building and other AltSpace information at the website help.altvr.com. And if you have an app or would like to share
Well, we awesome new worlds that we have here in AltSpace. And these are just a few of the highlights because there are just so many of them. And we love all of the new worlds that we have going on here. All right. So for Harry Potter fans, there is a Quidditch field from Hogwarts. And it is great. Now these brooms are fantastic. The issue is we can't ride them yet, but hopefully that will be happening in the very near future. Simon's created a festival world that is just a little bit of chaos, a little bit of fun and nature on Mars. I was filming this last night, and it was hysterical to watch people come in and out over and over again to get run over in this Frogger mini game. It's fabulous. Check that out. If you want to have some chaos, the City of Chaos by Dimmy is definitely it. If you're into having cars roll over the top of you, buildings fall on top of you, and crashing airplanes, as well as all kinds of other chaos, you will find it in the City of Chaos. It's just showing us what's possible, and I love that. All of these are great examples for what is possible here, including the Tavern, which is a great space to have a meetup, have a party, and show a video, little movie time. If you are not tired of the snow outside your door, you can visit the Snow Village, have a little snowball fight, or walk around in the lovely snow with a Unity little building there. And if you like an old-fashioned, down-to-earth, smash-and-grab-em snowball fight, Tony Films has created 2 little snow forts where you can rise up and shoot each other with the wonderful snowballs. And I have to work on my aim. I'm just suck at it. You can also have a ride in a Lamborghini. Check this out. You sit right at the driver's seat and have the motor roaring right underneath you. It's pretty amazing. We also have a new enchanted meadow with some really fun little animated creatures and things in it, including these kitties. We love the kitties. The kitty. We're looking forward to more animation that is coming in through Unity. Now, the Enchanted Meadow is also it is an example of all of the different things that are in the Nature Kit. So check those out. And for Austin, many of our world builders have also created this wonderful space here that is a recreation, so to speak, of the Live Aid concerts. So that's where the Queen meetup happens. And Micah has created Dino Island so that we can have some 3D interaction with those big monster creatures in a dinosaur world. There are other worlds that we just came online in the last few minutes. One is really today, this morning, and late last night. The Video Game History Museum by Bart is a fantastic walk through the history of these great video games of our past that, hey, if they weren't for them, AltSpace wouldn't be here. We also have the Food Hall by Towler has started up, and that is amazing. Little food examples from our sci-fi kit. So check out these worlds. Seriously, they need visitors, they need exploring, and leave a comment, give some feedback. Now, it has been an incredibly busy week with many excellent events, activities, including the High VR with guest Sophia Batchelor from New Zealand, discussing the incredible MIT Reality Virtual Hackathon with over 400 participants from 35 countries, creating over 5 amazing experience and creating potential apps that may just possibly change our future, but especially health, industry, tech, and education. More presentations were on this week from the 2018 AMA VR Awards. Expect more coming up. The Educators in VR meetup came up this week, and bringing teachers from around the world together to share knowledge and learn how to teach and how to use VR and XR. And the Tavern, our new performance space, featured a musical performance by Punk Pixie, And there are social events in many of the new worlds that are created using all the new world building techniques and Unity options. And don't forget those snowball fights in the new winter campfire. Did I say it was a busy week? Oh my goodness, it's been an incredibly busy week. All right, Jay, you're back. Fabulous.
No,
Dawn.
it's me.
I know, I just turned around and saw Jay. Your turn, sweetie.
Okay. Well, this week coming is just as busy, if not more so. We have more snowball fights. Tony Combs and others are creating a world specifically for snowball fights. So, expect even more fun events and activities, smacking each other with snowballs immediately after the
Hey, my fighting the time.
Ooh, that's always fun at the Pink Kitty.
Yes.
Yes. Immediately after the news, head to your packed Saturday events with the Improv Night, Yoonji, our beloved singer and admin, performing in the Yoonjiverse, and Rated VR, the Rated R show by comedian Chris Ettrick of Comic Strip, and his fun guests. Sunday is packed with Scream Queen with Austin for some Queen concert and video fun in a special made world by our world building team members. Rewind with Johnny LeBeau, whatever, is a political comedy show that is part of current news events and a comedy show. And the popular chaotic podcast from Altspace, A Thing and a Place with Stevie and myself.
Yay!
Thank you, Dawn. Well, coming up this week is Women in VR. Mingle and Chill with Keegan. The Genealogy Family History VR meetup with Rel at her Family History Museum covering Roots Tech, the largest genealogy conference in the world. It's coming up at the end of the month in Salt Lake City. Creative writing meetups with Rel. Rel is a very busy lady here. The Doctor Who meetup with Rel on Tuesday. The Alt UX the Alt UX user experience meetup here with Alan, covering user experience designs and techniques. And if you're looking for clubs and entertainment here in Altspace, you want to check out Improv Night following this show. Center Stage tomorrow, the Tuesday Improv show with Mika. An acoustic music performance Tuesday with Luke, open mic night on Wednesday, an 80s pool party on Thursday, and all the great movies and documentaries hosted by our own moderator here in the audience, David58.
Yay! So start your contract to the holidays. So take advantage of the great events and meetups here in Altspace, like the Weight Loss Meetup with Nix, Disabilities Meetups, Mental Health Meetups, Yoga and meditation sessions with Evolve VR, with VR Synagogue and Spiritual Seekers Temple, the spot for the spiritual, but not the VR churches and other similar meetups and gatherings to keep your spiritual and not so spiritual needs, but definitely your physical needs as well, on the right track. Some special events that are coming up include the last minute announcement, just came in this morning, that Yoonji of Yoonjiverse is going to be doing a special Valentine's concert on February 3rd here in Altspace. Look for that on the calendar. The Lunar New Year is coming for Chinese, and the New Year's Eve celebration is a special event for the Chinese New Year, the Year of the Pig. This event is hosted by Kaylin in a special space that is created by Homer and Kaylin, filled with special fireworks and fun on Monday. Following this event, the festival continues on February 15th. Kaylin will also be hosting the Lunar New Year with a Lantern Festival, one of my favorite holidays of the year, with beautiful lanterns all over in this hangout built especially for this event. Get your RSVP in soon, as we expect these events to be really, really packed.
Wow, that sounds exciting. All right, now John Butcher, writer, story consultant, and author of the book Storytelling for Virtual Reality, will be presenting a special workshop on writing for VR, AR, and 360 video experiences. That's on Tuesday, February 12th. And starting again Tuesday, February 12th, our passionate leader of the Health Systems Chat meetups will be reporting from the HIMSS 19 event, the largest global health IT conference, bringing us the latest in healthcare, technology, and transformation over the 3 days of the event. What a treat. Think of this as going beyond just healthcare. This is the future, our future at work, and a fabulous opportunity to learn more about what the future will look like years from now. If you are a musician, a singer, a comedian, or a virtual juggler, many events are looking...
I want to see that!
Right? Many events are looking for talent. And tomorrow, the new Center Stage event with Natalia sets the stage for you to stretch your stuff. David58 here in the audience is also looking for more talent for his various performance platforms. Improv night and open mic are great first steps to test the waters in Altspace. And you can also audition for the Rooftop Monday, giving you a chance to share your talents through this new podcast featuring Altspace fun and updates.
So yeah, there are a lot of events happening all the time here in Altspace, too many to mention them all. So check your events menu to see what's coming up this week.
Yay! We have a new segment called the Altspace Tip of the Week. And we are going to share with you a few features and functions that you may or may not know about here in Altspace. This week we want to cover the comfort settings for nausea, working with blinders and smooth turning. So when you're in your VR headset, go to Settings, Comfort. You will see several options that may improve your experience. The blinders add dark sides to the forward view, and changing the turning from smooth to one of the snap options per your preference should reduce some nausea if you're experiencing any in-world. Most of the time it doesn't happen, but every once in a while it can strike, often without warning. So if you have any ideas and suggestions for future Altspace tips, please let us know after the event or on our Discord channel, and you may find your tip here on our feature. All right, guys, welcome to our first discussion with the three of us here. Now we made that Mark's moved on to the great producer thing, which everybody, please give him a hand. We love our Mark being a producer here. We love Mark. He's amazing. He created this incredible event, and we love it.
Yes, we did.
And I wanted to have us talk about some of the changes that are happening here in Altspace at Altspace 101, Altspace VR 101. Research was done that found, well, they're kind of informal studies, the staff found that people were lasting around 12 to 15 minutes. And that was how much time we had to keep them engaged and keep them in there. And Altspace VR 101 was lasting an hour to an hour and a half. And it was way too long, and there was just way too much information. So we've now shortened it down to 15 minutes of presentation and then question and answer. And then if we have time, we're not up against another event, we can take them flying. So it's around about 30 minutes because people were just being overwhelmed. And you two have both presented events, and I just wanted your input. What do you think about this little bit of information?
Who wants to start?
Jay, go for it.
All right.
You can start. I don't care. It's just an open
discussion.
discussion.
I think it's great to condense for retention purposes, and for engagement purposes. And it still is a great first-time event for people to meet new folks, and to learn the basics. And then it's an awesome thing to still take them flying and show them the wonders of Altspace, the different worlds that have been created recently. So I love that part the most.
Yay. Dawn, what do you think? Are you still with us? We may have, sort of. So Dawn's having some technical issues. Now, Jay, you helped start the Altspace
with Becky. And that was back in the summer of last year, so I would say around June, July time. And so we've seen a lot of changes over, the months that we've been doing it. We've seen a lot of wonderful people join and start presenting and, work their way from volunteering to becoming a community leader. And it's just been awesome to see that involvement and to see really awesome people learning from these events and going off and creating their own worlds and events. That's what's the best part of it, because they feel empowered to do so.
Yeah, I know that Dawn has presented at 101, and it's talk about what it's like presenting at 101. Why did you volunteer to do that?
So I volunteered. Ooh, do you want my honest answer or a scripted answer?
We're off script now. I mean, nothing's being scripted at this point. This is a discussion.
True. But I mean, like, okay, so the reason why I started helping you is because you sort of forced me to do it, so...
Oh, there you go. Real lassoed him in.
That's true.
So I do
amazing?
enjoy it. I will say that. I do enjoy hosting for the 101s. I was enslaved into it. So I did have a little time getting into it. But no, and then it also helped me with getting my now community leader badge. And if you look at JW, you'll see his narcissistic badge. Oh wait, no, he removed it.
There's nothing there. It just says JW. What are you talking about? Joke's on you.
I know.
Too bad. I have pictures of it. It's fine.
Okay. Now, that was to raise awareness. I just want to point that out because some people were mentioning, why did I have community leader in my name tag? And the reason is because the first question we get when they see a green name tag is, what is the green name tag? Are you an admin? Are you a moderator? So I put community leader in there to address that first question, because now the question is, what is a community leader? So we get to address that question and go through all the steps involved to become a community leader. Now, it's not an exclusive club, as we talked about earlier on in the presentation, and we include everybody. So, never feel intimidated to go up to community leader and ask for assistance. That's what we're here to do. We're here to help. So, and there's some wonderful volunteers that just want that recognition as well, just because, they want to be of service. And that's really what it is. You start out with having a heart of service, and then you're recognized for that, recognized for what the contributions are that you give to the community. So it really has nothing to do with any power trip or narcissism or anything, but it's all about
that. No.
Yes, I'm 100% sure.
Great.
But what's most interesting for me is that we kind of, we moved away from the key point of this, but what's most interesting, most important to me is that if you want to work on your leadership skills, the AltSpace VR 101 is a great way to work on yourself. So it is about being of service. So skip the whole, community leader business. Helping out by first moderating and attending and watching and paying attention. There's lessons to be learned in moderating. I can't tell you. It's so beautiful. When you moderate, you learn so much about behaviors, and you pay attention to details that you just never did before. It makes you just a much better participant, community member here. But what I love best is that we get to raise people up. They get to improve their leadership opportunities, and they take over just, 30 seconds to a minute. They get to stand up there to be a part of it until slowly they can grow and learn how to do this. Public speaking is one of the most terrifying things ever. And we've proved that we three can do it.
Yeah.
So awesome. We did it.
Yeah.
All right. So thanks, everybody. And Jay, wind us up. Or wind us down.
All right. No, I totally agree with you on that. And I just want to say that, when we approach strangers that, we are first meeting, just keep in mind that a stranger today could be your best friend tomorrow. And it's all about, just being open-minded and just being willing to assist them, because everybody starts out. Yeah, there's a song about it, yeah. Because everyone starts out new, and then you look at all these people who started out new and what they're doing and being wonderful community leaders now and wonderful contributors to the community, because it's all a way of giving back. So thank you guys for attending the news and events. Go get involved in your community. We will see you next week. Thank you again to Mark for this wonderful event, Rel, and our wonderful co-host, Dawn. We will see you guys next week. Take care and be good to each other. Bye-bye.
All right, thanks everybody. Uh-oh, forgot the video. There, sorry Dawn. Did you crash? Dawn crashed. Welcome to our technical problems. Thanks everybody.